The Bushcrafty Talks.
What's up? Bushcrafty here. Bushcrafty Talks. Woo, woo. Oh boy. It's been one of those nights again. Yesterday my heat went off. Furnace issues again. It's an old furnace. It's probably about 30 years old. Even though, you know, they just serviced it like a year ago. But they didn't, you know, they didn't do too much. They cleaned it out and a few things, but I had got it going once and then it crapped out again. But was on voice call with TH2, and we kind of tracked it down. Had a multimeter, but I've never used this kind, so I didn't know which one was, you know, the volts or anything, so I never used it before. We finally figured it out and tracked it down. It was the igniter, you know, the little glow stick thing inside the furnace. This thingy. And I had an old one that I had thought that it was bad before, and found out that it wasn't that. And so I kept it just in case, you know, because they usually burn out about every 4 or 5 years. Or a leaf gets tossed in there or something from, you know, just a animal, because they're very sensitive. Here, I'll actually show you while we're sitting at the light here. You can see right there that it is, in fact, bad. So I am going down to get an extra part. That way, the next time this happens, I'll have the extra part there, like I kind of did this time. And that was the thing. I don't know if the one I had was good. So we hooked it up, and started up. A few seconds, boom, had a glow, and I was like, "Oh, it works! It works!" And then it kicked on and went through the cycle and got up to temperature and everything. So we're good so far. But I am going to we'll head over to Goodwill again, and then I'm gonna get the part for this, and I think I am going to get me something to eat, you know, because I didn't eat breakfast or anything because I was too busy working on this thing. I kept going down there and fiddling with it, trying to get it going. The error codes and stuff said it was an igniter, but the thing is, the first time I fiddled with it, I'm banging around, because usually if you smack it good, it'll start working. And it worked the first time, and then it stopped working again. But that's why I said, well, it can't be the igniter, because it was just working. But as you can see, maybe when I banged it, it actually connected it a little bit, and then it burned up. Boy, there is a lot of vehicles out here for some reason. There's something going on downtown today. Who knows? But, you know, that's part of owning a house. Little things happen. Like, I can count endless things that I have to work on, and it's just part of, you know, owning a house. If you rent, a lot of times you call the landlord up and they'll come have somebody come fix it. But you own a house, you have to do that stuff yourself. Because I've got a drain I have to unclog upstairs. I've got a leaky tub. It's just a bunch of little stuff that you just got to kind of work at it as you go. But I'm glad it wasn't too cold last night. It got to like 45 in the house, and really wasn't that bad. I'm in just a t-shirt running around the house, and it's not that big of a deal for me. Technically, as long as it's warm enough in there to where the pipes don't freeze, it's warm enough for me. I grew up old school. I don't like the cold, but once you get used to it, it's kind of second nature. Because when I like living with my grandpa, and that's the thing. Nowadays, everybody's used to, you know, having 68 degree temperatures set at your thermostat, or 70, 75, whatever people put their thermostats at. And they're used to, you know, turning a knob and water coming out and flushing the toilet and all that. When I lived with my grandpa, we didn't have no electricity. We pulled water out of the well with a bucket, not with a pump or anything, with a bucket. And heat was a coal stove, old pot-bellied coal stove, and he would put a big chunk in of coal to last all night. And you get up in the morning, it'd be 20-30 degrees in the cabin, if that. You'd get the coal stove going. You go out there and get some water and have breakfast, and then there'd be no more heat until close to bedtime, when you would go in and eat dinner and whatnot. You was outside. There was no reason to have the heat on, and that was normal. You know, that was normal living. Nowadays, you see these people with their wood stoves, and they have them things going all day long. Or, you know, with your heat and stuff, it's going on all day long. Even if you're not there, it's on. It's because we have pipes and things in the houses now that you have to run heat. Back in my day, there was no pipes because you had to go out in the outhouse and take a leak or a dump or something. So you kind of got used to that. Well, that truck's been got a dent in every piece of metal on that thing. It's got a dent in it. But I want to let you guys go. Just give you an update on the way things are going. Fun stuff. Till next time, God bless, and never give up.